Warm blessings, everyone. Hopefully you guys can hear me. This is Master Shaman Palai Chi with Thaiv Healing. I'm just going to type in a message here. Freeing Friday today with me. Free yourselves from all things that are troubling. Spread that energy, that love, Juju Chi. Type that in for me. I'm going to start out here with just a sound healing with my bowl here. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. And here we go. Deep breath with me. Feel that Juju Chi, that good luck energy, if this is your first time with me. Juju means good luck. Chi means energy. Deep breath. Clearing out all negative energies out. All right. A couple of things today. If you guys don't know who I am, this is Master Shaman Palai Chi. Warm blessings. Hi to DG or CG. Warm blessings. Mary Doll is here. Hello. Warm blessings. All right. Yes, you can ask the question, Mary. You can type in the question. Hello to Mai Xiong as well. Warm blessings. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. It's today we're going to talk about blockages from becoming you. If you guys don't know who I am, this is Master Shaman Palai Chi with Thaiv Healing. Thaiv Healing is the business that I started in 2011 and has been going on ever since in regards to healing and enlightening so many that has come through on the path. Today, we're going to be talking about blockages from becoming you, things that have blocked you from trying to become who you are and what you need to be and how you need to go and into your spiritual journey. Spiritual journey has a lot of meanings to everybody different. So we'll talk about that as well. If you guys see anybody on the chat that is not supposed to be here, meaning they're putting negative comments or they are trolling my channel, please boot them out by saying something to them and be polite about it if you can. Okay. We'll have some things in regards to the free card pulls today. It's one card free for pulling and reading, right? So one card pull and then question and answers. So Q&As, if you have questions in regards to not a reading. So this is questions in regards to, your life in general. It's not a reading question, right? But it's a question that you have in regards to your spiritual journey. How should I do this? Or how can I do that? Or can I practice this way type of thing? Then I'm open to answering any of those questions that I can answer. Okay. There's also spirit messages if you'd like, spirit messages and 3 tarot card pulls. And the tarot cards that I use are these regular deck of cards. Okay. The regular deck of cards is what I use. And we'll pull 3 cards and then or do spirit messages depending on what you want. If you are going to donate for that, that's $30 today. And that's through PayPal. I'll write that down right now. So donations for the 3-card pull and the spirit messages today is $30. You can send that to my PayPal at Chi. It's in the description, I believe, but I'll type it here, Chi@gmail.com. Okay. If I could type here. All right. So Juju Chi to all those that are coming in, Anna Moore, Ho Yang, Aquarius Lady, come in and let me know that you guys are here. You guys are listening and want to know more, want to learn. I teach those that want to learn, and they always learn the best. Okay. And give me a thumbs up if you guys are watching or on right now. I wanted to also mention some very good reviews before I get started here on the talk today. Some very good reviews that were from clients. I had Mary out there give me a review. Shout out to Mary. Warm Blessings for giving me that review. Awesome review by Bali as well. And you can go on to my Facebook to check those out as well on all other reviews that are out there. I also have reviews out on my website at follythehealing.com. You can check that out in the description below to click that through the link, or type in www.follythehealing.com. What I do is I'm a spiritual life coach. I am a master shaman, named master shaman by my spirit guides a long time ago. And I've been practicing for over 10 plus years here since 2006, okay, or 2005-6. And I've been a psychic medium since the age of 2, practicing shamanic healing, psychic abilities through psychic readings and spiritual readings. Also, I've been doing spiritual life coaching. Again, as I mentioned, to help people to get through, to coach them through their spiritual journeys and whatever blockages they've had on trauma, on karma. We also do such services as past life regression, reading in the Akashic records, your blueprint from many past lives ago to this lifetime, and to see how many lifetimes we can see about you and the information that is necessary to let you know so that you can move forward in your spiritual journey or in your life journey in total. And then those, we also do karma cord cutting ceremonies to cut out any of the karma that you've had or had in different past lives, to clear those out as well. I also offer services such as chakra bioenergetic healing to heal the energies centers of your basically your body, and then the spirits surrounding those energies as well. And then we also clear out any of the chakras that are in not good health right now. That also triggers not good health on the physical end, your body as well. Okay. I also wanted to mention quickly my sister company. It's called Hang Shop, or you can say Heave Shop, HEEV. SHOPPE, and that is also down in the description, where you can find blessed items, energized items, and especially featuring my manifestation candles that can help you on your spiritual journey. Okay, so if you guys are on a spiritual journey, or you're just going through some situation in life and you need that extra boost, and you can't really do a full personal session right now or a personal package, that is something that you can get for yourself to help and to clear the way to bridge whatever it is that needs to be bridged to your life right now with the manifestation candles. Okay, I have a couple that I'll show later on today, but they're out there on Heave Shop, okay, or Hang Shop in Hmong. So hang shop ya lu shop gu wo cho tên khai là do tiền cho tên nhỏ cho tên đôi tên hú cho tên hẹn nó nhỏ cho tên hẹn cho ya khổng hẹn nhiều một ba tàu này nên nó chế là do tiền ba tàu này qua cái tàu lúc su lúc chi là do chế tới ya chỉ đỡ chỉ rong hồi nên lúc nên mà đi một sai hồ hang shop. Okay, so HEEVSHOPPE.com. Go check that out. Well, we have specials out there for first-time customers, and that is launched out there since last week. All right, and that is our sister company as well. So today I wanted to talk a little bit, and at the end here, just to let you know, I'll be doing a special healing for you guys, especially those that have been hurt by so many situations that's been going on in the world, whether it's a very corrupted world. So pay attention to what's going on around you guys. I wanted to let you know that when you guys become more awakened, you'll start to feel what is true and what is not true. And right now, what are these blockages that are blocking you from becoming you, right? What has it been that has been blocking you from becoming you? So I wanted to let you know that there's a couple things that you guys need to know right now. Okay. Number one is your mind. So the mind is always, I will say, always sensitive. Okay. It's always sensitive. There's always something there that's going to, block your mind from really trying to get there, from really trying to show you what is the truth. And your mind has been showing you the truth since day one. Okay. Especially when you were a child, more than ever before. And now, because you've learned so many things in the world, and the world is sort of in this corruption and all the influences that come in. And that's my second thing, right? People, the people that influences you, the voices that influences you in your mind is the second thing that also hurts you the most if it's influencing you to the wrong or incorrect way. And then also ego is the third thing that you're maybe not asking for help, right? You're maybe putting that off or putting that somewhere else, that you guys are, maybe your ego is so high that you're saying, okay, I could do this on my own. I can, figure this out. And some of you have been trying to figure it out for years and years and years. Some people take about 20 to 30 years and they still haven't figured it out. And then at the end of their life, whenever that is, they kind of lose time. They lose their time, they lose track, and then they can't figure it out anymore, and they get really frustrated. So I want you guys to know, whether young, old, or whatever age that you're at, do not give up on your journeys. Do not give up from unblocking the blockages that has been blocking you since day one. At the same time, there's also those good energies, those good messages that has been trying to let you know since day one that there's these blockages that are coming, right? They're warning you, they're giving you a sign, and you're not listening to those signs, right? To those messages. And those messages are sometimes they're very blunt, sometimes they're very specific, and sometimes they're very low in voice, because you're not allowing yourself to allow them to be higher in voice, right? So that you can hear them more clearly. Actually, what you're hearing is all the noise more clearly than the voice inside that is trying to tell you, that needs to let you know that you are being blocked by whatever it is, right? Whatever the influence is, the people, the ego, especially those two things are the biggest things that are on the list, okay? So the way you think about life in general has been something it can hurt you. It can also stop you from really understanding what the truth is, understanding what your identity should be or is in this lifetime. Because if you're confused about your identity it can be from whenever, right? From different lifetimes. And when I talk about so many lifetimes and so many dimensions. But when you are confused about your identity now and here, right, in this specific moment in time, then there's something there that you need to go and search for and seek for. You need to seek the right answer, because if you're not seeking the right answer, you're not doing your due diligence. You're not giving yourself that right to find out what it is and who it is you need to do and what you need to be, right, in this lifetime. What it is you need to do, I'll state that more clearly, what it is that you need to do and who it is that you need to be in this lifetime, especially where you need to be as well. And that can be wherever, right? Wherever it makes sense for you right at this moment in time. For some of you, you guys are here, right, on YouTube with me right now on this live stream. For some of you, you may be, and specifically we're talking about maybe where you're dwelling. So where do you live? Is the place that you live, the points that meets, right, the longitude, latitude, is that something that is correct for you? And that could be something that affects your blockages, right? Affects you in blocking you as well. The other thing is, how are you living your life? What are those habits that you need to get rid of, right? You need to list them out maybe because you need to see. For some of us, we need to see, right? We have to have a vision of what we're doing. What are these habits that are causing our blockages? If you want to list them out, that's great. If you want to meditate on them and list them out in your head, that's also great as well. But one thing is that you need to take action in order to find what they are, in order to know better what they're doing for you or what they're not doing for you, and then release them out, right? Release them out. And when I say release them out, there's so many different ways of releasing out these blockages. And it could be, again, this is your mind. Your mind might be blocking you. Maybe it's memories. Maybe it's traumas from a childhood, right? Or a different lifetime that you have no idea where this trauma is coming from, but it's been haunting you since day one. As a child, you can remember certain things in your life, but it's not really the lifetime here. If you have that, then you need to find healing. You need to find help, and you need to allow yourself to get yourself there, right? Instead of self-sabotaging and hiding inside a cocoon or hiding and hibernating all this time, right? For many, many years. And then you're like, okay, now I got to get out. And when you do get out and when you do find a way out, then it's kind of like, oh, well, where do I start? And who do I start with? So it's hurting you at the same time. It's causing you a lot of pain, a lot of anger, and then a lot of differences or feeling isolated from the rest of the world, from the rest of your family, when you don't have to be. Okay. So that is your mind giving you blockages in becoming who you need to be and who you are. In fact, maybe who you are was when you were a child. So you got to remember back to when you were a child and you just played freely and you were out there freely and you played as you wanted to, you be as who you wanted to, and you said as what you wanted to, right? You didn't have to think too much about it. Now if you thought a lot about it as a child, there is also something there, right? Something that it has caused this blockage for you to even express yourself. But that is also something that is of the consequences that you need to face in this lifetime in order to unblock that blockage from whatever lifetime it was ago, right? And to become someone that can express themselves more freely and more openly or open-heartedly. Now, the people that has influenced you negatively in your life has also been a blockage to you becoming who you need to be. And these people could be things that you see on social media, people that you follow, or you think that they're cool, but then after you follow them for a while, it's not, the same, or you're thinking different. You're not who you used to be. And there could be some kind of very negative influences going on with these people that you follow. Whatever it's going on, it could be going on in their lives. Who knows, right? Things that can be they could be very negative, as in maybe music that they're listening to, music that you will listen to because they listen to it, right? So what is this stuff? And the music can also be a very low vibrating music. If you're listening to music a lot every day of the week, then it's causing a lot of influences subliminally going into your brain, right? And it's affecting the brain waves at the same time. On a spiritual level, it's affecting your spirits of the soul, to whether to be afraid, or whether to hide away, or whether to say, hey, I don't want to be in socially right now. I want to isolate myself, and it will be like that for a while. And then you're going to be a while, it's going to be another while. And then until the day that you realize what in the heck are you doing to yourself, to shut yourself down like that. Nobody needs to shut themselves down, but you do need some time of solitude. So solitude and isolation, or hibernation, is different, right? Being in solitude and then being in hibernation is two different things. Hibernation means you're hiding from the world because you feel a certain way. Solitude means you are okay from being away from the world for a while, but you are finding yourself, and you are also trying to find who you are by yourself. At the same time, you are still willing to go out there and be expressive of who you are, right? If you are in solitude for a time, and then you balance that out by going out there and telling or letting people know, or just being around people in general, right? People that you love, loved ones, family members, etc. The ego, right? Number 3 is the ego. The one of the biggest things that hurts us and our spiritual journey is the ego. And whether you are on a spiritual journey or never knew about a spiritual journey, everybody on this earth right now is basically going through a spiritual journey, whether they know it or not. And yes, sometimes you realize that you are on a spiritual journey, but sometimes you don't realize that you are on a spiritual journey. So you need to sort of wake up to that. And if you're not realizing it, then let other people tell you or let you know that, hey, you seem a little bit different today. And don't get offended by it, because there's something different about you, whether it's a good difference or a negative difference. You need to open up your mind to and your heart to listen. Okay. When people say something, notice that they are realizing, or they are noticing something about you that's different. And that could also mean something, that a key for you to pick up and say, hey, I realize this about myself. And then stop denying, right? Stop the denial, and then take that as a key. One of the keys to opening up your blockages, right? To opening up the blockage of why you are the way that you are at the moment in time. And then perhaps you can figure it out and think to yourself, was I analyzing or reanalyzing things way too much, okay, in my brain? And is my mind then shutting itself away and shutting me away from the rest of my family and the rest of the world and whoever else that I'm trying to detach from my life, right? So you need to understand that. You need to get that in through your head right now. That the ego is something, it is also something that stops you from getting healing, from getting help, from getting the necessary steps to move forward, okay? And that is very important, because the moment that you allow your ego to die down and you just step on it, basically, you yourself have to step on that ego, then you start to realize, hey, this life has been not the best. And now I've realized that it's been way better. I've realized some things. I cleared some things out in my head, and I'm not analyzing so much about certain things that are happening or certain things that happened in the past. And I'm just moving on. And the way to move on is to allow the etiquette, okay? Grace, to allow grace to flow in, to allow yourself to learn the etiquette of grace, the etiquette of being gentle, the etiquette of understanding one another and how people can understand you even, or you understanding them in turn. The other thing is that asking for help and allowing that asking to be of gentleness and to have some grace there, not demanding help, right? If you have an ego and you're trying to be tough, a tough person, right? Then you're going to be very tough and you're going to come off very tough, and nobody wants to talk to a very tough person because you're not friendly. You're not talkable to, right? You're not coachable to, because you're so tough that you can just handle everything yourself. So why would your teacher show up if you're tough, right? So you need to allow yourself to let that ego down, allow that ego to just die down right under your feet. And then it's like emptying your cup, right? I think I talked about this last week about Bruce Lee saying, empty your cup. It's so full that you can't have anything else fill that cup. So you need to allow gentleness, allow this gracefulness, right, to come through learning etiquette of how to behave. How to behave. Your behavior comes off certain ways, and when it comes off like that, vibration is then comes off, and you're perhaps in a lower vibration than you thought that you were when that does that. Okay, so know that these are the three main things that are blocking you from becoming who you are. Okay, your mind itself from analyzing, reanalyzing, maybe over analyzing way too many situations in your life or back in the past, and you're not moving on, you're not moving forward. Okay, you're judging yourself a lot, you're giving yourself low self-esteem, and especially if you've been in isolation and is in isolation and nobody else is influencing you except social media, then you better go back to look at social media and what have you been watching, okay, or listening to. And then there's going to talk about social media. There's people, the people that are influencing you negatively, yet you don't know and you think it's cool, but there's a very low vibration within them that they have, input subliminally into the messages that you've been listening to. So go in and check that out. If however many hours that you've been spending, where that is per week. So think back to how many hours, or how can I say this? The most hours that you spend per week somewhere, where is that and what is that? And has those many hours, has that gotten you someplace yet? And if that hasn't gotten you any place yet, then you better change your routine up, okay? Because then you're going to be stuck there for quite some time until you wake up, which we don't know what that might be. That might be a catastrophic thing that could happen, and then you wake up, but it might be late, right? Late in the game. It might be something that happens within your family, and then you feel sorry for this thing that's happened, right? It could be late or too late. It could be something that happens to you, okay? Whether it's bodily wise, whether it's something that shortens your time on earth, whatever that may be. That could be something that doesn't help you. And by the time you realize these things, it might be too late. So I want to prevent. Okay. So my goal is prevention in everything that I do, on all the healings, on the spiritual life coaching. Everything that I do is all for prevention. And you need to also think in that way. Think of the way of, I'm trying to help prevent things from happening in my life. But if you do it way too much, you got to remember the yin and the yang, right? The yin yang sign, the black and the white, where one fish is trying to catch the other's tail, and it goes on around and around in a cycle, right? Think about the balance. If you are trying to prevent, and this is good, but it may not be too good if you are doing it to the max, right? To the max. And it's like everything is prevention, prevention, prevention. But what does that lead to if you are not balancing as well? So then you never get somewhere either. If you're trying to prevent your life from being negatively influenced, then you're blocking yourself at the same time. So that's a blockage too. So now you have to balance, okay? Do some prevention, do some exercises if you need to physically, and then do some energy cultivation, right? There's an energy cultivating exercise, 3 of them that I put out there on my YouTube channel a long time ago, years ago. You guys can go search for that video. It will help you if you just follow along in those 3 top exercises. Of course, I have more to the energy cultivation, but we'll talk about that at a later time. I'll also say that energy cultivation is very important for you to help you to gain the energy and the positive vibrations in order to unblock blockages within your life. Okay. All right. So that's what I want to talk about today. I wanted to just kind of get that out there to you guys to know and to realize that who is blocking these things that you can't see, right? That what are these blockages that are making you not who you are, or making you not be able to express who you are, and making you not able to go out there normally, right? To people that you love, be around them, and not be so sensitive to the negativity that comes off. Instead, listen, right? Be more prone to the positive that comes off. If you can't be around people a lot and you have isolation, right? And you want to be in solitude a lot of times, there could be, you could be very sensitive. Your head could be very sensitive. Your emotions are very sensitive to everybody's negativity. But I want to also say that you can also be sensitive to positivity. So instead of letting the negatives be more loud in your head when you analyze things or when you think of things, right? Then allow positives to be more loud in your head. Okay. And that will help you way much more than you ever would know. All right. So that's all I wanted to say today in regards to the blockages. What are these blockages that are stopping you from becoming who you are from a spiritual life coaching standpoint, right? And then I'm going to switch here to my master shaman, right? Point where I'm the healer, because we are here to heal. I am also here to open up doors for those of you that has been sort of like super close to that door of getting to that other side, and you've been trying to do it all on your own, but it's just not possible, or it doesn't feel like it is. It doesn't feel like you can have the keys to get there. And sometimes you may not have the keys because there's something there that is still blocking. Okay. And just when some people think that they have been unblocked, right? They go and do like certain energy healings. They go and do certain one name call, like soul retrievals and soul callings, and they do all these things. And then they're like, okay, I'm ready to go. And then they're still not ready to go because there's something there. There's a key point that has not been taken care of. Okay. So just know that that's there. And that's why you can't get there yet, because of that. Only ones that are typically more open-hearted, more open-minded will be able, like, a healer, for example, will be able to see that more clearly. If the healer has that part of them that can help you, then they are able to have the keys to open that door and just simply unlock that for you. Okay. But when they don't, they'll try all they can and it's just not there. The other component is time. The timing has to also be right as well, right? Or it has to be ripe. RIPE, ripe, right? They have to be ripe in order for you to get to your spiritual, how do I say, enlightenment. And we can never be enlightened enough. Enlightenment is one life to the next, and to the next. Enlightenment is many, many different lifetimes to get there, right? And even when you think that you got there, you still have so much things to learn as well, and so much karma or energy, negative energies to release. And the more that you can release it every which way, of the way, every step of the way, then you can get yourself to understanding these blockages, and then knowing how to get rid of the blockages, right? How to get rid of the blockages and how to get yourself moving forward. And again, we're always moving forward. We're always continuing our goals and our path forward, and allowing ourselves to be free from whatever it is that is holding us back. And sometimes you feel free, but sometimes you feel like you are being held back or held back. And that can come off and on for however many times in your life. It could be various times, right? And various phases of your life. So in order for you to unblock the blockages, you need to face the truth. Face it, and allowing you to face it on your own. Face it when there's people around, right? Express that you have been blocked this way. And then that blockage sometimes will be released that way as well. But that takes a lot of courage and bravery to do that in public or to people that you know. Now, don't do it in a angry manner, but do it in a manner where you can have grace, where you are gentle, and where you can express yourself that, hey, I'm really just admitting that this happened to me, and I just feel this way. And the more that you can say that normally, the more that you can start to realize even better and better and better. All right. So I'm going to answer some questions here that has been coming in. Give me a thumbs up if you guys are watching right now. Go share the video, go like, Do whatever activities that are going to pay it forward for you, as in the juju chi, the good luck energies that has been flowing in. Type that in for me if you haven't already. I'll type it once again. I love typing the juju chi because we are spreading out good luck energies. We're focusing our intention on good luck energies, energies that bring good luck, energies that bring goodness to ourselves, to the planet. And no matter what negative energies that you've had, whether it's in the past or even this week, you want to clear that out with the juju chi energy. Okay, the chi of the juju, the chi of the good luck energy. All right. I hope you understand what I'm talking about when I talk about the chi of good luck that flows in through you from the universe since day one when you were a child. Okay. And it's up to you to notice and to realize this good luck energy. Okay. It's just like what I said. If you're sensitive to negative energies, then they will be attracted to you again and again and again. Until you realize there's good luck energy, then those things, right? Those good luck energies, those higher vibrations will then be attracted to you then. And then your life be changing as well. Okay. So understand this from a chi energy standpoint. Okay. I teach all in regards to your shamanic healing. If you are in the shamanic healing phase and you're trying to rise yourself and it's been really hard and you're dabbling here and there, you can definitely do a consultation call with me. You can also try me out by doing a introductory reading with me through my website. You can find those two services and you can schedule those out there. Pick 3 times and we'll see which time can match. Otherwise, usually you go through it that way to start your healing journey with me. Okay. And that's how we get you started along the journey and going forward as well. All right. Warm blessings for those that are spreading out your juju chi, your good luck energy. Everybody has this good luck energy. It's just up to you. If you can find it, if you can know it, then you can utilize it, right? If you can't know it, you can't find it, then all you're using is negative energy, right? And that could be anything from jealousy to envy to hatred, whatever it is. But we don't want that to be spread out because you don't want that to be spread to you as well. So you need to spread out and be kind and compassionate about it. Empathize with other people as well, because they're just in the same boat as you. Okay. We are all in one and of the same and interconnected. So understand that. Okay. Warm blessings to all of you. Mary Doll has a question and she asks, when my husband Ahmed reconcile with me? Oh, maybe she's asking, when will my husband reconcile with me? So Mary Doll, I can pull out a 1 card for you. All right. I'll pull out a 1 card for Mary here. So we're doing our card pulls now. Go out there and share, like, and subscribe if you haven't. If you're here right now on my chat and you haven't subscribed, then please pay it forward by subscribing. Okay. Mary Doll, here we go. You're asking a question and I'm going to pull out a card for you. Mary Doll asks, when will my husband Ahmed reconcile with me? Miriam. So Mary Doll, I feel that it's not too bad and there will be some kind of reconciliation soon. Okay. I would say within the next week or so. So it's not that bad. Though it feels bad right now. Okay. If that is the question that I'm getting, because it didn't really make sense here, but I'm getting that you're asking it, when will your husband reconcile with you? Which is your husband is Ahmed and your name is Miriam. Okay. I'm speaking to my Hmong community, the ones that have asked me to speak Hmong because they don't are not really good at English. Chỉ bỏ kế này nhỏ chỉ bỏ kế chỉ này nhon đỡ này lúc xưa luôn chịu lúc la lúc lỡ này nhon trong cho con đỡ nhon này cho kế xa thế rồi thế khó有kế了thế khó有加了kế này chỉ bỏ cho kế rồi rong nên nên lúc xưa tới rồi nên họ có một thị xã thì ya thầu lúc xưa hơn nó ôi cha họ ôn nó này ôi cha cũng trên ôn tới ya bị nó bỏ nên xã tàu họ pay thì nhưng một chỗ họ payแต่是nên xã tới bỏ tàu nên chỉ chỉ tàu họ rong nhất rồi nên lúc xưa lúc chịu lúc la lúc lỡ lúc lứ nó chỉ nhưng những một họ rong chỉ chỉ xứ giờ hai tiền tây ya tin năng là tây tụ tin năng được cứu hai tàu tây ya lo lụ phải pay là nên mất xã tàu họ rong kia mất thị xã kia thì họ nói rong sư nó chỉ nhưng mà họ rong chữ sĩ rồi nên lúc nâng nữa thế nên cho cái tận đây này giờ chỉ nếu chỉ một họ là thì thái là thái nên cho cái là ô đồ này khuất tờ nên giống một cho cái cá sĩ mù sư họจะtíนึงอยากจะtíนึงหนูเนี่ยเนาะนี่หมดเจอนะย่อเขา Facebook เลย YouTube เลย social media นี่เจอเลยแต่是要点了我的呀只穿上เลยแล้ว我的ขอเนี่ยแต่เอาอย่า entertainment ตรงนี้อย่าอีขอเกี่ยวกับซื้อแต่是นี่หมูใช้นั่นโตใช้นั่นเดย์ยังมาเนาะเจนี่อยู่我ที่จ่ออีอย่าลีจะตีนึงตรงนี้เตอเลยอย่าแต่หอนนึงตรงนี้เตอเนาะยังมาเนาะเจนี่แต่คนเดียวเขาว่าตรงอยู่ว่าตรงนี้ว่าไทยนี่จะก้าจะเกี่ยวตรงนี้อยู่จ่อกับโตจงอยู่จ่อโตกับโตหูอยู่จ่อกับโตอีตัวตีนึงเนี่ยเนาะว่าเดี๋ยวตรงตอนเดย์เนาะอย่าที่อยู่หมู่ตรงอีจะเกี่ยวใช้ตัวเดียวนี่อีตัวอยู่เสนงเทียนี่อยู่สามหมู่ตรงอีเขาเกี่ยวตรงนี่หมู่ใช้จะเกี่ยวจะตรงนี้เนาะนี่ใช้ได้ถอดแล้วโตแต่เช่นนี่ใช้โตชับเลยเขานี่รู้นั่งในอย่าเลยเดียนนี่จะสมองหมู่ตรงคนนั้นโตชับเลยยันนุ่งนี่ถูกแค่เดียวลีกูเสียจะสมองโตหมดนี่เนาะตรงเขาเธอเนาะป๊าป๊าโตกูเทียโอเคítอย่าไปชอบเลยที่กูยอมเดียเดี๋ยวอยู่ตัวแข่งอยู่ซาอยู่จงชาแล้วเดี๋ยวตัวอยู่ซาแต่อยู่ล้อเดียล้อชาแล้วเดี๋ยวตัวอย่าขนาดโอโรก็ให้เขาอีโก้ยอขนาดอีขนาดเนี่ยตัวแข่งเดียอยู่ขาชาให้เดี๋ยวอยู่ตัวจงชาอยู่ขาให้เดี๋ยวอยู่ตัวหายยอดชานั่นเจ้าขนาดที่เขาโอโรก็อยู่ป้องกันเทียป้องกันเดี๋ยวเชื่อเล่นตัวเชื่อก็ยังมูเนี่ยเนาะเจอเล่นตัวแต่ชีก็เจอก็ตัวแข่งซื้อก็อย่าป้องกันเดี๋ยวจะเก๋ก็ป้าก็ตัวเข่งที่คอก็ตัวเข่งก็จะข้อมูลลิจาเลยก็คอเก๋ขาแล้วก็ตัวเข่งเนาะชาลิชับเลยเลยจริงใช้ยังไม่คออินทุตือก็อยู่ชีปอเก๋อันเที่ยวหายเดียก็มัวคอเก๋ขาเนาะจอเกียทิชชูเกียแล้วก็ใส่กระเตอจะข้าหมูทีซาจะข้าหมูช่างหมูชัวเดียยังลินเตอกูอยากเกิดลิจาเทลิโอโตตัวนึงจงแล้วเทลิโอโตขอจงเลยขอจงลิจาเขาตรงนี้เขาโอรก็รู้นึ่งหมูเตาโอรก็หมูเตาโอรก็จีนชายเล่งตื้อเดี๋ยวก็เต๋อป่อนใช่มั่วป่อนใช่ป่อมั่วหายเจ้าหายรูอีเตาอีแล้วก็ยังหายเตาจีมั่วเกยยนชายจีมั่วเกยเนี่ยเราเล่งตื้อจีแล้วก็เทียยนซุก็ในเดี๋ยวเขาหน่อยเขาเกยขาอยู่ตรงมั่วจอเทียจุเจลงเดี๋ยวก็ใส่เต๋อมั่วก็รู้เนี่ยเนาะเชี่ยจงชื่อชีมั่วก็จะเกยจงชื่อชีเดี๋ยวก็ลุ้นเจ้าเดี๋ยวก็ลุ้นหลุดเดี๋ยวก็ลุ้นเจลุ้นมัวนะเท่ก็ลุ้นเชียลุ้นจืดเนี่ยชื่อสีเตาเนี่ยนะเด็กก็ลุ้นเชียเที่ยลุ้นเจ้าเดี๋ยวก็ถูกแข่งเที่ยเรียชื่อสีเตานั่นหมอเดี๋ยวเขาเรากูหายเป๊ยนอยเป๊ยโอโรเน่เนี่ยนะไทยนี่จะก็จะเกี่ยวเลยโอเค all right so let's see here happy Friday to my Lord warm blessings Mary doll I hope that this makes sense to you that it will probably be about the win is kind of iffy. Of course, it's due to free will as well, but it will be about a week or so out. Okay, when there's an inch of reconciliation coming through, a bit of that. Okay. Anna says, how do you stop self-doubt in your spiritual journey? I find myself going back and forth whether to pursue it or not, whether it really exists. So Anna, you need to believe in yourself, okay? Whenever, again, there's a lot of negative energies, a lot of negative thoughts going on. If it's going to doubt and then also fear, and then whether it really exists, that's a little bit on the negative side. And yet it's a good thing that you're questioning it as well, because then you're questioning, you're trying to learn more. That means you need to learn, right? You want to learn because you're questioning whether you should pursue it and whether it really exists. Whether it really exists is going to be upon a person's experience, okay? So you cannot know that until you can experience that yourself. And even some people till this day, They can experience so many paranormal activities, yet they still don't think it's true or it's real. All right. So until it happens very, like I said, catastrophically or very massively and life-changing wise, then they will believe it, right? Then they will believe it. All right. If you guys are on right now and have not subscribed, please go out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to pay it forward as well. Okay. If I'm giving you value and you know it's value to you, please go out and do that for me. All right. And if it makes sense to you, please answer as well and type down in the chat that it makes sense to you. All right. All right. DG or Senji says, I just donated this for a spiritual message such as journey. Okay. So we'll do that as well. Okay. Sorry for the loud banging outside. All right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let me see. Cindy. Thank you so much for the donations. For those of you that have donated, warm blessings to you as well. Warm blessings to all those that are donating right now. Thank you so much. And remember to go subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be taking a look at Sim G, I believe. Sim, I hope I got the right person. There's a couple people here. Okay, so Sim G has donated and I'm going to do a, actually she's asked for a spiritual message. Okay, and Sim has said, I had 3 healing sessions with you in 2019 and it was great. I tried others and it wasn't the same. I wouldn't be surprised, Sim. I'm often told, guys, I hate to brag about myself, but I have to say this because it's so true and it's been told to me over and over again. So I kind of have to say it. You guys can go out to my YouTube channel on the testimonials or the reviews. I think I have it as client testimonies, and go look at that video as well, and go out to my Facebook Master Shaman Palai Chi page out there for all the reviews. But thank you so much for Sim G that has put out a quick feedback here about 3 sessions that she had with me in 2019, and it was great. And she went to others and it wasn't the same. And I'll just let you know that I've been told this before by one good friend named Ladora. And she had said that she's also out there on one of the videos for client testimonies. But she had said that when and after she came to me and she went to other psychics, psychic mediums or healers, and it's just not the same. It's just not what she expected to get from whatever the healing that she was trying to do. And that it's just not the same. So I said, you know, I feel good about that, but I also feel sad about that because that means that there's so many healers out there that also needs to continue their healing path, their spiritual journey, right? Their spiritual journey that they still have yet to still learn. And perhaps it's also a natural or gifted ability as well from one healer to another. Everybody is quite different, okay? And there could be some very extremely phenomenal healers out there as well, okay? I'm not the only one, but I know that there's tons out there as well. But it's tons as in tons from, you know, a ratio of a billion or extra whatever billion people that are on our earth, right? And there's a handful out there that can do this type of thing on a very natural and gifted way. But there's tons of them out there and wanting to do you know, the healings and the chi energy healings and the psychic what is it, readings and stuff like that. And you'll find many of them, but there's only going to be one that you will come back to and that you will understand now after you've gone through several of them, who is gifted truly and then who isn't truly gifted. Okay. And then, or who is maybe gifted but not using their gifts well, and they're mostly guessing. Okay. So please know that, not that they're trying to do something bad, but they want to be gifted. So they do things out there. And there's those types of psychics as well that I've seen, and or healers, and they are saying that they're doing something, but in fact, it is not the same, or it doesn't feel the same. Okay. So just know that there's various levels out there, and you guys need to experience a lot of different levels before you can understand who is a gifted healer. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm sorry about that. I got off to a different dimension there, different topic. But that topic was really something that Simji was kind of saying. So Sim, here's your, I'm going to pull out a card or so, and then I'm going to give you a spirit message as well, because you've asked for a spiritual message. Okay. On your journey, I believe, that you wanted. Take a deep breath with me, everyone. I'll put on my thinking cap for the respect of my guides. Okay. Nói ya bé hai đầu, con nói mò. Sim G. The love that you give, don't regret. The love that you got, don't forget. Remember your grace, dear one. Remember your place. It is the place in your heart that fully can understand what it means to forgive and forget. Lie down on your back in a time of solitude. Close your eyes and relax. Put your hands at your heart and ask, what is there for me, oh dear one? Ask this question, Sim G. Turn your light on, your candlelight, that is. Place your hand at your heart. Take a moment to rest and don't think anymore. Don't analyze. Take deep breaths. Feel the jade green light at your chest. And know that your guides are with you, though you have much etiquette to apply, to learn the laws of life. The question would be, are you ready, dear Simji? So that is a channeling spirit message to you, Sim. I hope that you heard that and perhaps even did that along with me as I'm talking. If you haven't, you can go back and replay and do that, the instructions that was brought to you spiritually, so that you can help yourself in a way, at least for now, a little bit, and then you can move forward. Okay. That will help you to move forward as well. All right. So that was for Sim. Sim, it looks like that there's some etiquette that needs to be learned, and to be learned, laws of the universe, natural laws that still needs to be understood, and how to present yourself, how to carry yourself and your behavior as well. And that's why you had gone through something in regards to love, rage. It feels like love, rage, or some kind of relationship disconnection. Okay. So that's what I have to say to you, Sim. I feel for you and I empathize with you on your heart and your journey. I know it's tough, but please carry yourself more calm and try to, okay? I hope that this makes sense to you, Sim G. Give me a Juju Chi and hearts and stars and let me know that that makes sense, okay? Sim says, you do more than just energy healing. Plus, I noticed a difference right after. I was disappointed by other healers. Thank you so much, Sim. And if you can give me, thank you so much for that feedback. You don't know how much I appreciate all these feedbacks that I get from those that are loyal to Faliti Healing, loyal to Master Shaman Palai Chi, myself, in giving me the feedbacks that it helps me to know that I'm on the right track, to know that I'm also there, right there with you. And it helps other people too, so that they can understand what it's like to have a healing and or a reading simply with me. Okay. Moa says, I love how every time you have a live content, it matches and helps me at the right moment when I needed to hear the most. Well, good. Usually all my content is always going to match up to those that are on live with me, and then those that are on after when they come in and they pass through my channel. So that's great. Warm blessings to all of you. Sim, if you can do me a great favor, if you can go out, I don't know if you have done this before, but go out to my Facebook reviews and give me a review there. That would be greatly appreciated as well. Okay. And please spread the word, all of you that are on my live today. And if you haven't been, and if you're going to be passing through this live later on, if you guys are watching, no matter when and where and how, please allow yourself, if you've gotten some value from my content, if you've gotten an inch of some learning from my content, please stay loyal to Faliti Healing. And as we enlighten and as we heal the most that we can for the planet, I do my planetary work in solitude and to help with the rest of the planet as well. So understand that I have lots to do, and it's like time that I need on my hands. So if you guys can't get to me on email, then you'll need to schedule a consultation with me, or a intro reading. Okay. And I'll let you know that at the end here, I'm getting to about 10 more minutes. I'm going to go into my healing in a bit. Let's see if there's anybody else that has that I didn't miss on if you donated. I know I want to help you guys with the free card pulls too. There's just so much to do, right? And I want to help so many people as well, but I am one person. Okay, I'm one person, and I'll be looking for those helps, those ones that can help me in the future, right? All right. Warm blessings to all of you. And I can't find my live stream here, so hold on one second. All right. Okay, so let's see here. Questions. Kelly Stockton says, am I a healer? Am I a healer? Kelly, you can be. We just need to dive down more deeper in a spiritual diagnosis session. Typically a diagnosis session and a healing session is together. So we do a diagnosis and healing. You can definitely do a consult with me to talk further in regards to that healing and any other questions that you may have. But yes, you can be a healer. Okay. Let's see here. Kim Wall wants a card pull. So I'm going to do a card pull there. Okay. I just dropped my card. Very, very eager energies. Okay. Be sure to share and share this live on your YouTube or on your Facebook. And to whoever else that needs it. Okay. To whoever else that needs it, or maybe if there's groups that really needs it, share it. Of course, we want all good energies. Okay, so this is for who was I gonna do it for? Oh, Kim Mo. One card pull here. So Kim, wow. So I'm feeling energies of kind of, it's not too bad, but there's a bit of stuckness that you have right now. This stuckness has to do with your career area, yet it also has to do with you going through and understanding who you are more. Okay, understanding who you are more, understanding where this is taking you. You're kind of at the beginning of trying to have a realization of really what this really means for you as in your spiritual journey. Okay, though it's still not fully understood. There's a big question mark and a very down feeling towards the career area. Okay, so that was for Kia Moore. Peng Vang wants a free card pull, so we're gonna be. I'm just randomly picking whoever I can see here on my screen. Peng Vang, this is for you. Okay. Peng, a good card. So don't be too shocked or afraid. But I feel some good things coming up. It's slowly creeping up, as in good things, right? Slowly coming up, slowly rising of good energies into your personal path. Career-wise, will become more greater. But I feel like it's just a bit slower than what you thought in regards to spiritual journey or spiritual becoming, becoming more spiritual. And I feel like it's not what you thought it was, that it could have been. There's a bit of confusion there. So, Peng, I want to say that don't worry about anything, clear that mindset and allow yourself to just learn as you go. You'll be fine. Okay. You'll be fine. I would say that in the next, 3 to 6 months, if things are still very slow, then you may want to check into different new ways of healing. Okay, different new ways of healing for yourself. Okay, especially a past life type of regression, past life regression blueprints, because there's something there that information wise that you need to understand and know, and that you haven't gotten to thus far. Okay. Hoya wants a card pull. Okay, so Hoya. Okay. So Hoya, here's a interesting card for you. It's a feeling of, it's not too stuck, but it's a stuckness on a level 2. Okay, so 0 to 10, you're at about a 2. Stuck, that as in you're not really sure how it's going to continue on the spiritual journey. But I feel that there is, after a lifting of the clouds, I shall say, after a lifting of the clouds, it will become much more clear for you. Okay, Hua. So you're on a level of 0 to 10, you're at about a 2. Hopefully that makes some sense to you, of a lifting of the clouds. Okay, right now there's kind of cloudiness in your head, in your way, and it's just not, you're not sure. But I do know that you do want to, there's a part of you that wants to, if you can become a healer, you want to become a very good one. If you can't, then you just want to do it for yourself and to be more well, but then just let it be to the side, that sort of thing. So Huo, that's where you're at right now, and I think that a lifting of the clouds will make that question more clear for you. Does that make sense, Huo? Hopefully it does. Okay, and I will be getting back to you, Huo. All right. Zong Y says 1 card pull for me. Thank you. Zong Y, here's a card pull for you, Zong. I want to get to my healing. Gosh, time is flying on me. If I could stay 3 hours here with you guys, I would. We could talk all day on spiritual stuff. Oh, and that reminds me, by the way, watch for a, I'm hoping to do something, but watch for a event coming up on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to be announcing an event, and we'll be talking about gate warning. Okay, gate warning. Well, yeah. All right. I don't know what that event's going to entail, but I do know that I'm going to have to do one, because there's so many of you that are lost, and I just feel so empathetic towards you guys. Okay, so this is for Zong Y. Zong Y or Zhang Y. So Zhang, I feel that your energy is at about a -7 right now. It's not too bad, but there's just some anxiety there in regards to the personal path, like where it's going, what is it doing. I feel like you're not getting the clarity that you need, and there's just so much information that you want to know and so much things that you want to do, but you're not sure about doing it. You're not sure what you're doing. I hope that makes sense to you, Zong. Why? Okay. So Zong, why that's for you. There's also this part in regards to your career area that you wish that it could be a bit different, and maybe just a bit more passionate in that area, or a little bit more clear in that area. But right now it's going to be a little bit cloudy. Zong, for you, I would say that a very good thing for you would be considering to consider a chakra bioenergy healing. Okay, a chakra bioenergy healing, if that's something that you would like to do, then I can offer that to you. All right, so I'm going to go into, Peng says, thank you so much. I really appreciate your guidance. Yes, you're welcome, Peng. Kia Moa says, thank you. Everything you mentioned is right. Juju Chi, warm blessings. Kia. Flower Ying says, a card pull for me, please. Mai Xiong Lo says, getting to speak with you for 3 hours would be a wish come true, because we have tons of questions. Yes, I would like to do that in an event, guys. So if you guys know other people that are going on the journey and they're just so confused, maybe they found a seafood, but it's not really the seafood for them. Or not that I want them to change their seafood. I want them to continue and be loyal to their seafood. And I always say that, you know, if you found a seafood, then stick to it, right? Don't go changing just because you feel like you should. But if it's not truly helping you, then you need to ask and challenge the seafood to say, hey, you know, this is not helping me. What else can we do? Ask them that way. Your spiritual journey prompts you to seek a seafood. So if you haven't sought one and you're trying to do everything yourself, and you've done it for maybe a year or 2 or 3 or even more, and you still haven't gotten there, then please go seek one. There is a good, I just cannot express the goodness of it, of why you are being directed into the direction that you are. Okay. Moa says, I can't wait. Please go spread the word to friends and people that you know, friends, family, or whoever that you know that are upcoming shamans, they're rising shamans. Maybe they have seafoods, maybe they don't. Maybe they're really confused about their the way their Sifu teaches or the way they're learning. Maybe it's themselves that is in need of more clarity, more etiquette in general. Then please speak to me, right? Please speak to me through writing on my Facebook page, Master Shaman Palai Chi page, or through these, even this one, right under this one, go and chat on the chat or comment, and let them come in and comment on what they want to know. You know, when I put out that event, it could be sometime in June or July, and it's going to be a big event that I'm hoping to put out. And I don't know what the cost is or if it's going to be a free one. But I want to put out the message about gate warning or yai and go my gate dai oning or yai, the different steps. You know, what is it? Why? What are we doing really when we do that stuff? And what is it helping us? And why are you being called? And all the questions that, whatever questions that they have in regards to gaining yai. I you know, I specifically, I am a Sifu or teacher to others, maybe one-on-ones, but very few, because I am very choosy on my disciples. I don't just pick anybody, whether it's they're paying me or whether they're not paying me. I'm still very, very selective on my disciples, because all the things that I teach will be, you know, priceless. I can't put a price on it. No one can put a price on it, because it's life-changing, it's life-altering, and you will be a changed person by the time you get out. So just know that you'll be better than when you started. So I wanted you guys to let them know and spread the word of Faliti Healing of Master Shaman Palai Chi, that I will be doing this event sometime in the summer, and that what do they want to know, and have them come on and comment and let me know what they want to know. Okay, so I can know and understand if people really need this or if they don't need it. I know that they need it already, but I just want to see it for myself out there of who really needs what, and what kind of questions are they really struggling with in their spiritual journey right now. Okay. All right. And I'm hoping to talk in Monglish. So Hmong and English as well. Especially cho tin này ngồi là chỉ bảo là cũng mà đi hai đứa Hmong thia. Nè nó ya tiền này mua cái của để này cho cái nín nhai. Nè nó bây giờ thả sa cái nín cái nhai thia ya vì đi cha ya ori cha ya cái nín nhai nó họ nói ya ori cha. Cho mình nhua nè họ bông cá nè cái nín nhai ya ori cha. Okay, so all these questions. All right. Ms. Les says, may I get a card for all these recent crazy dreams I've been having these past few nights, please? Was there a message or a meaning? Thank you. So Ms. Les, I'm going to pull out a card for you. So no worries too much, Ms. Les. I feel that it's only for the good. Okay, though the dreams can be crazy, it means you need to get back. Okay, you need to get back. If you are not meditating, then please do so. Use one of my YouTube meditations that I've put out there. Okay, I have one that is for the I think it was for anxiety. So that one would be okay for you. But today I'm going to do a healing right now because my time is coming up here. And we're going to do a healing for everybody that is on with me and whoever else that's going to be coming out later on and come through my channel to get this healing. Okay. Kasing Tall wants a card pull, so I'm going to do this quick for Kasing. Ms. Les, you're on about a +6 personally, so I wouldn't be too worried about that, but please go back to meditation. I always say that. And you need that right now. Actually, you need that. You need to go there. Ms. Les, the other thing I want to say is that, because it's coming in right now, is that there's a spirit of the soul that has been more troubled. And I feel that one thing that we could do is do a spiritual diagnosis and healing for you. Okay, spiritual diagnosis and healing will help with panning out the dreams and their messages that are trying to come out to you. Whether I hear your dream or I don't need to hear your dream, I will pan that out. Okay. Kasing Paul, here's a card for you, a very good card. I feel like there's good things coming out for you now, as in good love and energy, loving energies flowing into your life, as in you, self-love as well, and more than you've had before in the past. I feel that you have taken a bit of my suggestions and utilized some of that, the way of thinking, and that's been helping you quite a bit. So I'm very happy for you, Kasing. Please do that and continue to do that for your sleep paralysis, Kasing. Okay. Nisla says, oh, thank you. I had a feeling my guides just missed me. It is your spirit of the soul, Miss Les, that I'm talking about. Your spirits of the soul is a bit lost. Your spirit guides want to bring them back, want to help you, but it is very confusing. It's confusing at a how can I say this? It's partially confusing for them, okay, for you. So it's you'll need to continue your meditations for now, okay? Please be loyal and be honest and have your integrity, and subscribe to our channel and follow Master Shaman Palai Chi on Facebook, and spread the word of Faliti healing and what our healing has done for you if you have done your healings with us before. And we want you to be a person that can have grace and gentleness and can pay it forward, and bringing that Juju Chi back to you as well. Okay. So I'm going to do my healing here. Why don't everybody take a slow, deep breath with me? All right. Slow, deep breath. Open up your palms. And here we go. I'll turn my echo on. Deep breath.